Hello guys, si Keshan Velosa ulit ito at welcome sa episode 2 na laro tayo ng Back to the Future the game. So, continue natin yung adventure natin. So, last time, andito nalaman natin na nawawala si Doc Brown. Tapos kailangan natin siya iligtas. So, sa paghanap natin sa kanya, napunta tayo dito sa sa apartment ni Edna Strickland, pinakamatandang pinakamatandang Marites sa buong Hill Valley. Natin. Okay yung loading screen pa no? Yung time travel scene. Wednesday, May 14, 1986. So, inaalam pa rin natin kung saan napunta si Doc. So, kailangan natin nung ulit tayo nag-ending, sinabi sa atin nitong si Edna na na yun daw lumang speakeasy nasa nandun sa kung nasan yung video store. So, tingnan natin kung nasan yung video store.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Si Biff. Ano kaya yung kinopya niya, hiniram niyang video?
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Okay, so teka, balikan natin yung newspapers niya. So teka. Kailangan natin siya ulit utuin.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Pasaway. Okay, so alam natin yung date. Kaya makabalik na sa
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
1931.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Pasaway. Kung di niya tinamaan yung boxes dapat wala problema dun eh.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
I'm dressed up for a Halloween party. It's a work uniform. It's a costume for a school play. Ano ba maganda sabihin dito? Sige, ito na lang.
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Okay, set natin time circuit switch.
Time circuits? On. Flux capacitor. Fluxy.
Tapos set natin yung date.
Okay. If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Iconic soundtrack. Valid police. Wrong timing na naman yung dating niya. Car of the future. Hill Valley 2 miles. So 1930s. Mas matagal mas maaga pa kaysa sa movie.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
I know that. There's been some sort of mistake. I'm a supporter. Ano lang, sige.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Where can I find them? I'm coming after them. No. Sige to.
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Okay, tag dito mga references yung mga pinili niyang name. Usually, yung strategy naman yan, sa movies din eh. Sonny Crockett. Yung bida sa Miami Vice. Harry Callahan, character ni isa sa mga character ni Clint Eastwood, Michael Corleone, yung bida sa The Godfather. Since this third movie, ang ginawa niyang alias Clint Eastwood. So sige, Harry Callahan tayo. So go.
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Home.
Si Edna pala yun.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
While walking, hold down your right mouse button to make Marty run. Okay. Dalawang button ang pipindutin mo. Okay, Soup kitchen. So, dito tayo. Ito yung jail.
Doc.
Marty,
Doc.
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right. But what?
Yan ang problema. Let's alert the authorities. Let's go back in time. Let's make a stand. Let's talk to the gangsters. Alert the authorities, nandyan na eh. Let's go back in time. So ito medyo logical.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
I guess I could break you. I guess I could break you out of jail.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
What about the space-time continuum? Usual tanong. Usual question. Interesting.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to get you to build a rocket drill?
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Where I can find your younger self?
Okay, well, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
So, anong kailangan ring objective? Hindi natin kailangan ng hint. So, okay. Soup kitchen ito.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
On the Brown residence. Ano mag-return? Escape. Ano? Exit. Yan, click. Phone. Classic na telephone. Guy.
Brown residence.
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
So, balik tayo sa ano. Courthouse inscription.
Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, "How long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine." Eli should mind his own business. Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands.
Okay, wala. Courthouse. Ano si Einstein? Amen. Amen. Courthouse muna.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Ito isang problema sa game na to. Yung sa mga bugs sa kanya. Yung bug ng isa sa mga bugs ng game. Ano yan eh? Pinili natin pangalan. Harry Callahan pero sinabi niyang pangalan Michael Corleone. Ano yan? Known problem nitong game na yun eh. Pero anyway, sige, wala tayong magagawa lang. Okay, Einstein. Kausap niya natin.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Wala naman. Saan siya napunta? Tayo pwede pumasok.
The inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No.
Ito.
I'm missing here. Oh, well, no. H. I'm gonna be the inverse. I have to do. I know. No. Yes.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What they're doing?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
I've got something important for you to do.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
When will you be finished?
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
I hear you're working on a rocket drill.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Whoa.
Okay. Balikan natin si 1986 Doc. Sabihin natin yung report natin, nalaman natin.
Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Well, I met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Emma says he's not a scientist.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
How can I get Teen Doc to trust
What do I do to convince Team Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Your younger self sure mutters a lot.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Why is the expo making you mutter?
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Okay, may strategy then. I can figure out what you I can figure out what young you is muttering about. You seem really dedicated to the law.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Okay. Okay. May tape recorder yata tayo. Kailangan ko i-record yung sinasabi niya. So,
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
okay. Meron ba tayong tape recorder? Yung tape recorder ni Doc. Okay. Okay. Kailangan mo nang puntahan natin si Emmet. Si Young Doc.
Let's start over. Force equals mass times...
Ayun.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Don't worry, I'm a scientist too. Exit.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Okay, teka lang. Asan ba yung natin? Tayo natin siya lumabas. The offices. Tayo ko muna siya lumabas.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
How about it? Okay. Don't worry. Your rocket drill secret safe with me.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character! Friction remains constant in the gravitational... Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. By the inversion of A.
Okay, so balik natin kay Doc Brown yan. Balik natin kay 1986 Doc Brown yung ano, yung equation.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Okay, sabihin natin sa kanya yung sagot. So,
No. Not possible. No.
labas siya.
Now if H stands for...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I'm from the planet Vulcan. Reference na naman to sa unang movie. Sa tatay niya. I'm from the future. I read a lot of Jules Verne.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
I need your rocket drill. I really need your rocket drill. I really need your rocket drill.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
I need a fully operational model. I need a full-size model. I need it tonight. Ito na lang.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
Dr.
Can't
McCoy.
be done. I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
So, kausapin natin si Kid Tannen. Tannen. Nadidisorient naman ako, di ko makita yung mouse. Okay.
Sorry, boss. Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I guess I'm here to shine your shoes. My mistake. I'll just be moving along. Okay, sila. I'm looking for Arthur McFly. Wag, hindi na pwede tanong yan. What's your racket?
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
I'm looking for... Hindi natin pwede tanong yan. So, does it seem like a soup kitchen kind of guy?
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
Attention, ayoko itanong to eh. Sige na.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Do you know where he is? Do you know when I might find him? Is it that artist hat?
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Can I buy that hat off you? Can I have some of those peanuts?
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do. What the hell is that? Ay, strategy niya, sige. What the hell is that?
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What did you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
sumakay. Sumakay doon sa ano, cable car.
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen.
Ew.
Ow! Fix me up.
Nagtago. Akala ko sumakay doon sa ano.
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out.
Hindi natin kailangan ng hint. Um, hmm. Nakuha na natin yung hat. Check ang sa items sa inventory natin. May idea ako.
My grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats.
Okay. Ang idea ko, pakita natin kay ano. Pakita natin kay Einstein. Gawin lang natin tapos end na muna natin episode for now.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Yung sa bahay ng Edna. Okay ah. Doon din.
Deja vu.
Okay, so anyway guys, end muna natin dito kasi ano na eh. Magta-time na eh. 3 minutes na lang eh. So save natin. At empty slot. Okay, dito din. Doon pa rin kung saan na. Save natin dito. Outside Arthur's apartment. Arthur's apartment, pero apartment din yan eh. Edna eh. So go, save. Okay. Check natin, tapos end natin. Okay. Loading. Okay. So, Kirsten Velosa signing off guys. Tuloy na lang ulit natin ito next episode.